from the weaknesses of fatness and illness. But as a Christian, and specifically as a Catholic, when I started to drill down into this concept of perfection, I found that it contradicted what I knew to be true about the God who has a human body, Jesus. First, I was pretty sure that God created humans with bodies to have a relationship with his people, not to show them off as perfect specimens. Moreover, I had learned that flawlessness wasn't the aim of the Christian life. Rather, the aim is a relationship with God through Jesus. All the cultural rules I knew about what bodies should be like started to remind me of the fastidious record-keeping for which Jesus blasted some religious leaders. Perhaps most importantly, after the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus, his resurrected body isn't what we would call perfect. In fact, Jesus uses the scars of his love to identify himself. In Revelation, we read that Jesus is the Lamb standing as if he has been slain. The resurrected God-man walks with a limp. Seeing all this, I came to the conclusion that the purpose of my body wasn't perfection or thinness, but a relationship with God and with my neighbor as myself. Any body, no matter its size, ability, or level of health, can have a deep and meaningful relationship with God and with others. All this being true, I knew I could confidently say that yes, all bodies are good bodies. All bodies are good bodies because the purpose of a body is relationship, not perfection. In the years since I discovered these truths, my world has been turned upside down. And let me tell you, my world needed a good shakeup. Shame about my body size, guilt over my inability to make myself smaller, and fear of the future started to peel away, revealing the little girl inside of me who just needed someone to speak tenderly to her. As I began to speak tenderly to her, to my inner self, healing started to flow. Now that little girl knows she doesn't have to hide herself, and together, we can be the fully integrated person I was created to be. On the journey toward healing and wholeness, another truth solidified in my mind. My body is good today. Wow, really? My body just as it is today is good? This one was harder to swallow. I could believe on a theoretical level that all bodies were good, but like everyone around me, I had been swimming in the waters of body discontentment for so long that I didn't know how to be if I weren't striving to change my body and make it better. To think that my current body was good undermined so much of my daily reality. If my body is good right now, I don't have to stress about changing it. If my fat body is good right now, it means I'm worth as much as the thin lady next to me and as the man in a wheelchair in front of us. I can just be in my body. I don't have anything to prove. I don't have to perform. I don't have to be different than I am. My today body is good because the purpose of my body is relationship, not perfection. This truth is a revolution in my soul, upending the dictatorship of diet culture and restoring the way things were always meant to be. In a world filled with injustice and unthinkable pain, believing in a good God, a God who loves each of us and has a purpose for our lives, is a legitimate challenge. In one sense, it's easy for me to believe. I grew up in a well-off, well-educated white family in a place of nearly unparalleled privilege. And yet I had so often been told, in spoken and unspoken ways, that my body wasn't good enough. This book is my attempt at peeling back my experience with fatness, dissecting it, and analyzing it so that I can give guidance to others who have experiences similar to mine. This is not a definitive guide for what it means to be fat.